Good girlfriends, it is Dr. Crystal, and we are here for another installment of Curlfriend Chronicles with yours truly. If we have not had the opportunity to meet, I am Dr. Crystal Cunningham, clinical pharmacist, transformational curl care specialist, and the founder of Bold's Culture Beauty. On my natural journey, I have learned that we all have struggles when it comes to natural hair care, and as part of my mission to pay it forward, I've committed to coming live here at Bold's Culture Beauty to help give you tools, support, and access you need to save time, build confidence, and make natural hair care easy. I am super excited today because I have a special guest that is going to be joining me. I see that she is here. I'm really excited, guys. And so, without further delay, I'm going to go ahead and welcome her invite her to come and join me, and I'm looking forward to with me. I think y'all are going to be super excited. We are in for a really big treat. Oh, and looks like she is here right now. Hi. It is so good to see you. I would say, again, I don't know if we've ever actually seen each other face to face.
Yeah.
So it is so good to see you. Y'all, Courtney and Tre Luxe have a special place in my heart because she was one of the first brands to agree to have their products in the store here at Bold's Culture Beauty. When I first started, fresh, brand new, running a business online, she was one of the first brands to shout me out when she was live online. And when I tell you she is a wealth of knowledge, she has been so supportive of Bold's Culture Beauty every step of the way. And her being here today is just a testament of that. So thank you, Courtney, for joining me today. It is a pleasure to do this live with you. Welcome to Curlfriend Chronicles. I'm so happy that you could join us. And what I want you to do is go ahead and introduce yourself to our curl friends. And then when you are done, this is what I ask everybody. Tell me what you love about your natural hair.
My natural hair. Well, let me first say, listen, Crystal and I feel like are like educators at the root of it all. And so when I saw someone happy about curls and excited about how hair is truly like it's a form of liberation and expression, if you know how, you know what to do with it, have her ducks in the row, y'all, since day. So I love that about you, and we are always here to support that for sure. But wait, okay, so the introduction was what? I'm sorry.
Tell us about you and what you do for those who may not be familiar with Tre Luxe.
So, yeah, I am one of the co-founders of Tre Luxe. My husband, and we started the business back in 2010. We have freshly moved over to Chicago from finishing school up in and this is a business that was truly started out of necessity. Like, did a really good job at hydrating, but maybe not defining, or maybe there were products that did all of that, but the ingredients were just yucky for the body. And this is where we were like, if we can crack this code, like we can truly give people something that they need and they don't even know they need it.
Right.
And that's how it was built. One of the things I've come to appreciate with embracing my hair is a plethora of different types of curlies out there that, because I embrace my curls, I have a relationship with people I've never known because they see that I love what I have. And so neither Caprono or I have a chemistry background. We don't have a doctor in front of our name like you do, which I love. Or not psychologists. It was really like how we fill a need. So my background is education, research, and background. And after doing 2 years of research, we identified that really curlies need three things. Very core foundation. And we call them the 3 M's Tre Luxe Curl Formula. So all of our products are formulated to provide moisture. That's 100% of a need, but a moisture protein balance. all of our products are designed to increase the manageability of your hair. That's one of the things we found, is that curlers were like, I like what it looks like, but do I want to deal with it every day?
Right.
And that tone, that negative tone of dealing with it, like, so, if we can make it more manageable, then that will be a key. But then too, low maintenance. That's our other thing. It's like really focusing on low, because the truth is that curly hair is so fragile. So the more that we can touch less but care for it more,
yes,
better off. And if we can get these 3M's right, then that's one of the things that we really focused on. So we know that all of our products are formulated to do that. All of our products are cruelty free. All of our products, our newer line, vegan friendly. 100% natural fragrance. For those who have like a sensitive to scent, our key sellers, which is our high definition curl enhancing gel and our reflex serum, we now have a fragrance free option. So yeah, this is really, I think all of this came from truly just the love of curls. And you asked the question, what do I love about my curls, right?
Yes.
This literally caused me to do a throwback. I went to from 2014, and I literally wrote a poem about my curls.
Wow.
So I'll share it.
Yes.
So I'll protect you from the seen and unseen. I'll be your warmth when times get cold and your shelter from the scorching heat. I'll let you know when things aren't right. I'll be your canvas for creativity and your torch for your timeless beauty. I'll radiate your truths, your passions, personify your life, and captivate your audience. Sincerely, your curls. And there was a point where sometimes you just got to write a love letter to yourself, write a love letter to your curls. But I feel like our curls do so much, our hair does so much that we don't recognize. Like you truly, identify if your body's doing well, if your hair's not doing well, right? Because the body's the support the vital things, and the hair is the last thing. Even though what we see is dead, it's still responsive. Like that agility, the flexibility. I'm not sure, but if you ever go to Arizona, which is a great place, dry heat, but my hair will literally shrivel up, but it protects my scalp from the heat. I don't have, you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, thank you, Jesus. You just created this. So, I mean, that's what I love that it is, my one friend said, it's a proxy for my spirit.
Yes.
And one of those things that really, I try to leverage it as such. And hopefully
No, I think that is truly, truly, truly amazing. I love what she said, a proxy for my spirit, because I think you can gauge a lot about a person sometimes, how they're feeling, how healthy their body is by being able to assess their hair. Not that we should be judging them by their hair, but our hair is oftentimes the first sign that we may not be well physically or emotionally. Absolutely. And so I think it is something that as people with natural hair or people that have hair in general, we should pay more attention to. And so I do appreciate 100% that Tre Luxe is a brand that is committed to helping us on our natural journeys get to a place where there's more moisture, manageability, and the maintenance is low. Because I don't think there's a girlfriend out there that wants to be struggling with touching their hair every day. No. I know I don't. And again, that's why I created Bold. That's part of the reason I created Bold Culture Beauty, because we have been trained to expect to struggle and expect to have to do so much on our natural hair journeys. And so I appreciate when a brand comes out and realizes, one, we need quality ingredients, we need quality products, our hair actually needs moisture, and we don't want to touch it every day. Right. And so I do appreciate a brand that actually understands that and then creates products that help us get to a place where we don't have to do all of those things, and where we can actually make our journey easier, and we can feel good about our hair, and we can feel beautiful in our hair or with our hair without having to do a lot of work, without having to
Yeah.
struggle, and without having to necessarily touch it every day if we don't want to. Now, if you love touching your hair every day, be my guest, but that
Yeah.
is not that is not on my top
On that
list
boat.
of things to do every morning. So with that being said, can you tell us, you told us about the 3 M's for your brand. Can you tell us more about, I know you said it was created out of necessity. Tell us more about your product line.
Yeah.
And if I'm a curl friend, how would I know that Tre Luxe is right for me?
Yes, that's good. Well, if you are curly, then Tre Luxe is right. um, but as far as our line, so again, we really focus on simplicity. So we've been around since, actively selling since about 2013, 14. But we only have to date 9 products.
Okay.
Because at the end of it all, you don't need a bazillion products. You really don't.
Correct.
So for everything that we formulate, I'll let y'all know, hello Renee, hello, let y'all know that we are about simplicity and we're about intentionality with every product that we have. So you'll find that our products are multifunctional, and then they're also multi-purpose. From a functionality standpoint, what you will find is, I would say, from our newest line, our Soothe and Restore line, listen, Curlfriends, Crystal, Aloe, Soothe and Restore Curl Primer is, Aloe Vera Curl Primer. Let me get it right. This is one of the products that probably took us a year and a half to develop. But this really speaks to some of the troubles that you were saying, like we struggle with. Struggle does not need to be a part of our vernacular.
Yes, that is correct.
Part of our vocabulary. We don't have to say that. So our aloe primer, like with all of our products, one of the key ingredients you'll find, the first 3 ingredients are always water and aloe vera. Always.
Yes.
Always.
Yes.
Because we know that helps to establish, a foundation for all of the products that will go on your hair. All of our products are water soluble, so they go on easily, they wash out easily. It's really important to help with the build. We also, and hello from India, good to see you.
Hi.
Actually have one of our biggest areas that our product is growing is actually in India.
Wow.
There's curlies. Yeah.
Well, congratulations on that. That is awesome.
So awesome to see that. All of them are water soluble, water based, and all of them being multi functional and purpose, you can build on top of each other in no particular order. So, you have to use one before another. We always do recommend for moisture purposes to use the creams before you use the gels or the serums. But why our curl friends might reach for some of our products. If you're looking for something that gives you longevity, then I would certainly say, Tre Luxe has it. We find that people who use our products typically extend their wash days anywhere between 3 to 7 days, which is, for me, it's huge, because if all I need to do is when I wake up is like kind of fluff this out or rearrange, like I don't have to reach for another product.
Right.
That's to the quality and the integrity of what's on. So I think that's one of the things that make us different. Another thing that makes us different is, like I said, we really focus on having ingredients that are non-toxic for the body. So you will find that with our product line. We know there are some out there who are more sensitive, and toxins can certainly, to a level, can be found in fragrance. Why we're now offering a fragrance-free option for those a bit more sensitive in scent and irritation. Another thing that makes us different is, since we've started, we've been really big about giving back to the community we serve. So we have what's called a Natural Fit initiative. And a Natural Fit is where we've partnered with nonprofit organizations, one of the key organizations, Girls in the Game, absolutely love them, where we go and teach these young girls who come from the inner city, from from a lack of structure, how to care, how to
Yes.
hygiene, what it means to be beautiful, and how you have the right to define that. One of the things that so broke my heart is one of the girls we were speaking to, it still makes me sad to say, and this was probably 8 years ago, but we visited we did a career fair that we participated in, and her mom said to her, you cannot go to this career fair with your hair looking all crazy. And she had hair that she was just learning to embrace. And she didn't want to look crazy. So she permed her hair again the night before.
No.
So bad. And she was just so sad because she was like, I was really trying to go natural, but you know, learn in your household that your hair would grow that's not socially acceptable and it's going to prohibit you from growth. You know, what do you do? So, you know, we want to combat that mentality because, you know, the earlier you can get that, the easier it's going to be in the long run. So.
No, and I think that is amazing because one of the things that I've talked about at length, I also did the Good Hair Masterclass about it, is the fact that the negative connotation for natural hair is ingrained in us at birth. And we are told the hair is not beautiful. We are told the hair is not manageable. We are told the hair is not professional. And that in order for us to be accepted in certain spaces, we have to look a certain way, which often involves us changing our hair. And so I appreciate that you are actually doing something about that to help change the narrative and show people that that is not true, right? That you can be professional, you can be intelligent, you can be approachable, you can be all of these things with your natural hair. And so I'm actually going to reach out to you offline because I would love to participate with you in that in any way, because I think the more people understand and embrace the truth about their natural hair, the easier it is for them to approach caring for their hair and caring for it appropriately. I think a lot of the missteps and the struggle and the hard work that we're putting in on this hair is because even though we are committed to being natural, we are still trying to conform that natural hair to a thing that may not match the characteristics of our hair. And so we are trying really hard to get it to look a certain way, to get it to be a certain way, even in its natural state, that instead of embracing our unique characteristics of our hair, and instead of being informed and intentional about the products that we select to make our hair its best in its natural state, we try so hard to make it look a certain way or to do a certain thing. And then that leads to the dryness, the buildup, the struggle, the brittle, broken hair, and us being very much unhappy on our natural journey. So we start going through the motions, and eventually it's not going to be enough. But Curlfriends, we are here to let you know, to reinforce the truth that your natural hair is enough. We just have to be intentional.
I think you hit on something that we preach religiously here is, and really it's one of the things that our brand is built off of, is that we don't try to control hair, we try to care for it.
Right.
And specifically, you know, in the Black community, like, it's all been about control. It's been about been about slicking the edges. You know what I mean? Because we're pinning it back, or we hide it.
Yeah.
There's so many curlies who've been curly for a decade or decades, and they wear wigs or weaves, but natural. And so I just, you know, what we like, we want full liberation, not just the fact that it's but to enjoy it and to explore it. And the best way is really caring for your curls. I think did we meet through Black Girl Curls? Did we meet through
we did, because you were on the I did go through, I think it was a while ago, I guess, when it was a 30-day detox, and you were on the list. And so I think I got the Curl, Renew, and Restore, by the way, which is amazing. I still recommend it to this day to anybody that is looking for a really good gentle cleanser for their hair. But from there, which is one of the things I pride myself on, a lot of the stuff in the store I try first. Just because somebody else said that it was good doesn't mean that it always is. So I tried it first and I just fell in love. And so I said, I have to meet this person.
Yeah.
I have to have this product in my store. And here we are. That is actually because they had recommended the product. And so I went ahead and tried it. And then this is how I started building this relationship with you.
I think, you know, what you do, what they do, it really bucks the system. Like, at your side-eye tilted head, like, no. But our hair doesn't need everything that we're trying to give it. And I think, unfortunately, what marketing can do is idea that it does. But man, listen, the best advice my mom gave me when I was young is like, she was like, if you want your hair to grow, stop touching it. Just because you touch it doesn't mean you're helping it. Like,
that is correct.
So, our goal is to help curlies touch their hair less because they're doing what they're supposed to do.
Right. And that is so true. So my says, what are the best products for curly hair? So can you tell us, well, everything in your line? I would say if she could give us more information on what she's actually looking for her curly hair, I would say all Curlfriends need a shampoo and conditioner, period, and a styler. So start there. And then determine what your hair needs based on where you live. If it's humid and hot, if it's dry and hot, sometimes you may need different things or to use them in different ways. So start with the shampoo, conditioner, and the styler of choice based off of how you want to wear your hair, and then move into trying to figure out, based off where I live, what would serve me and my hair best in that climate. Because that's going to help you set a better tone for what you need. Sometimes you don't need everything from a line. A lot of times you don't need everything from a line. And I think that's another thing that we have to get away from. Sometimes we buy everything out of a line and then we're like, but this didn't work. Well, you might not have needed it, especially if your hair didn't need it, or if you lived in an area where some of the ingredients were more beneficial than others, or something in the product line served you better. Right. But every Curlfriend will need a shampoo, every Curlfriend will need a conditioner, and every Curlfriend will need a styler of choice based off of the styles that they are trying to create. So I would say start there. Tre Luxe is an amazing line that actually has something to meet the need of every Curlfriend on their natural journey. Definitely check it out, but I would say start with the shampoo, conditioner, and styler, and then determine what your hair needs. How healthy is your hair? Is it damaged? Is it dehydrated? What are the things that are happening to your hair that are maybe giving you pause, or what are the things that are happening to your hair that may have you saying, okay, I need to continue this, and then find products that assist you in meeting those needs and maintaining the health of your hair. If you make health the priority, you can never go wrong.
Absolutely. I would also say because when we're really big at Tre Luxe and building community, being counseling. And so when we have people who reach out and like, hey, I brought this product, it's not working the way, I always say, this is my personal philosophy, is that products are just 1/3 of the whole, what your hair needs. Another thing that I'm big on alliterations. So we also have our 3 Ps, which is process and preservation.
Yes.
It's like, what process or routine, whatever you want to call it, what is that? And how long have you been doing it? Because if you start with unhealthy hair, the steps to get your hair to a neutral or healthier position might take a little longer.
Right.
I always don't give up until at least 6 to 8 weeks, and long hair's damage. But then a big part of that too is when you think about what curls need, preservation. How are you preserving your curls?
Right.
Because we're not wearing, if you're wearing garments that snag your hair, protecting your hair overnight, if you're using tools such as picks or combs that have actual seams in them, that can be ripping and damaging hair. So those are some of the things I think when you think, what does curly hair need? You want to also think about the process you're using and how are you preserving your curls?
Yes, and I think that is really, really good information because I don't know if people always take into consideration the whole process of caring for their hair, what they're using to care for their hair in addition to
Yeah.
products, or if they're actually taking the appropriate steps
Yeah.
to properly care for their hair. And I've often said this as well. For curlfriends that start, if their baseline is not healthy, there's work that you have to do to get to a healthy baseline, then in order to maintain the health of that hair. And so it does take longer. And I think curlfriends need to keep that in consideration. I think we are accustomed to wanting a thing to work right away. And with anything that's worth having, it's not going to be that way. There's always a process. It's not instant. And I always encourage curlfriends to learn from what they may consider losses and turn those things into lessons.
Yeah.
Ask yourself when you're going through a process, what went wrong, what went right, and what can I do better? And that always prepares you for being able to succeed the next time and do better the next time when it comes to caring for your hair and getting the results that you may be ultimately desiring. Keeping in mind that the first time you try a product, if it is a quality product, might not give you the best results or even the results you saw in an advertisement. But when we are consistent with cleansing and conditioning, when we are consistent with care, and when we follow the directions that they put on that bottle, when it says clean wet hair, they mean clean wet hair. When we follow those directions, it ultimately makes everything easier. And so I saw a curlfriend that said, what products do you recommend for humid areas? What products from your line would be a good option for curlfriends that live in humid areas?
But for recommend our curl defining mousse, and I will also recommend our high definition curl enhancing gel. Those together work really, really, really well to help protect from, your hair coming apart or having that netting frizzing up because of the fixatives that we use in these particular products. So those two would be my go-to. For someone who has finer hair though, finer and maybe your gel might be too heavy, our serum does a really good job as just using it honestly as a light glaze that really does.
Okay, those are so the curlfriend that asked that question, depending on the texture, how thick the strand is, depending on that, you may be able to go with the mousse in high definition, which I do love, or you may be able to go with the serum, which may be a good option for you as well. So definitely take the time to understand your hair, its unique characteristics and its needs, and then choose a product based on those things that will help you in that humid climate. I see we have another question. Sanjay says that she is low density to medium fine strands. She's planning to give your foam a try. And she wants to know, should the hair be dripping wet or should it be damp?
Let's see what the instructions say. So it says, there's no instructions on dripping wet, but it does say make sure the hair is wet. Okay. So in my mind, again, this, like everything, it can be so connotative. So damp, I mean, in my mind, what I would recommend if you're using the mousse is that before you actually put something on your hair to dry it, because I do notice that we have some curlies, and again, if you know your curls, then that's fine. We have curlies who will, tie their hair up in a cloth, and then they'll apply the styling product. But our first instructions are to apply while your hair is wet. So I would say as soon as you come out the shower, or even if you want to apply it in the shower, but I usually use our foaming mousse outside of the shower and apply it. I think one of the things, and we've had a little controversy with this because we call it a foaming mousse, and people are like, no, it's not a mousse, it's a foam. But what's interesting is that we call it a foam because it has the foam, but it has the hold of a mousse.
Okay.
Foaming mousse. So you should absolutely be able to really, this allows you to envelop the curls more, the way that we formulated it. But then also it has, I would say, has at least at least 6 lightweight ingredients that help to define the curls. So you should certainly get the definition without the feeling. Like you should and feel your hair.
Okay.
So.
Okay. And so I see another girlfriend, Renee, is asking, do you use the mousse first and then the gel, or the other way around?
Great question. Our what we consider to be best practice is always lightest ingredient, lightest heavier products. So the mousse would absolutely be lighter than our gel. So you would start there and then you would apply the gel. So great question. Yeah.
And then I would also say you don't have to be liberal with the gel.
Yeah.
Because it works really well. It's almost like it's concentrated, so it spreads well when the hair has moisture in it.
Yeah.
So just make sure that you're not using too much, because then you're not going to get the results that you desire.
Right.
But again, just making sure that then you understand your hair, how it absorbs moisture, how it holds on to moisture. Start with the foam, as Courtney pointed out, and then you do not have to be liberal with the gel. I think sometimes in our natural journeys, we are accustomed to putting that gel on heavy. Right. And then sometimes it still frizzes out. This is a gel that you, because it is concentrated, you absolutely do not have to do that. So do not be liberal with the gel. It works well. A little does go a long way. So I will say that. And I also think, now that you have put that out there, I'm supposed to wash my hair tomorrow. So I might go ahead, and I think I am. Tomorrow's wash day is going to be the foam and high definition. And I'm going to show my curlfriends, what it's working with after I finish it. But I think it's going to be, I actually have not tried the foam yet, but I'm looking forward to it. I saw another girlfriend tried the other day, and her results were amazing. Now, granted, our hair is not the same at all. None of the characteristics are the same, but comparatively speaking, when I have seen how foams have reacted on hair that may have similar characteristics as hers, I was like, okay, I might be able to make something shake with this. So let me try this out. And now that I know I can, well, I also I'm going to let you tell us about it, because you kind of hinted at it and you showed it to us a little bit, but you got a new thing that has already dropped that I need to go ahead and add to my store. So I will be emailing you after this as well. I got a lot of things to put in this email, but I will be emailing you after this as well. But you got a new thing out, so now I'm trying to figure out, do I want to use what I need to do? I can do it twice, whatever. But I need all of the things so that I can get this wash day together. But you've already hinted at it a little bit. You've shown it to us in the live today. I've seen some girlfriends doing some reviews of it already, and I was like, listen, I need to go ahead and put this in my hair care lineup. So go ahead and tell us about this thing that you've already hinted at for us, and let us know more about this amazing new product that you said would be a game changer, because I've already been reading about it. You said would be a game changer.
I have found, honestly, if I said game, I'm going to put like a little strike through that, and life changer.
Okay.
Not just guys. And so just like Crystal said, she tries all of the products that she uses. Curly Cass, I love her. One of the influencers that we partner with, and she's amazing. And I think I also saw Wella Hair Care. They're another retailer in the Caribbean. So, I love seeing.
Cool.
But this, what we're talking about, and I apologize, it's backwards, but this is our new product. It's our aloe vera curl primer. And this, I say, truly stands in the lane of its own, because with curly hair, you don't hear about primers, like how to actually prep the hair. And so when we're thinking about designing a product, we wanted to create a product that made not only increased the longevity of the curl, but made it easier for the styling products to be applied. And similar to like with a primer that we use for our face. Right? Longevity that's going on top of it, and make it blend. And that's really where we got this idea. It is aloe based, just like a lot of our other products. But one of the things we found with this particular product, and I say life changer, because purpose, is that you can absolutely, we recommend applying this product to your hair before you apply anything else. So before you apply your leave-in conditioner, for those who struggle with single strand knots, for those who struggle with those matting, I was able, after 5 days, to detangle my hair with this alone. No water, no water, zero water, and detangling it with just this product.
Okay, now I need to
Right.
place an order. Now I need to place an order and then get one for the store. I'm getting one for me first, y'all, and then I'm gonna get some for the store.
I'm on the way to you, so don't worry. Already
Okay.
we got some on the way to you.
Yes.
One of the things, again, like, how do we care for our curls while touching them less? And this product should really help you do that. It sets the way for other products. And so it is, it has, if your hair loves slip, we have this little joke that it has so much slip it makes KY jealous. We have this joke. So much slip. It is like, the consistency is like between a serum and a gel.
Yes.
But it's amazing.
Oh.
And because I can put it on top of my product as a refresh, but if you're trying to set the product, you always want to put it on first because it's
okay.
It's with this, it's not sticky. That's something we really focused on. It's not a sticky product. But the main thing about this to know is that it has a lot of moisturizing properties, which allows you to use less water. So less, quicker drying time. Outside of using all of our products, I formulated the products with our chemist. So none of our products are private label. None of them. Every single, and I personally put together the ingredients, and I go back to our chemist to help make it beautiful, make it work. And teacher Lynn's apologies if I said that incorrectly, is not at Walgreens. This product is only going to be sold online or with our retailers. So that's where you can get it. But this product, how it helps to moisturize the hair, and this is a little bit of science, and I know you'll love this and appreciate this. We kind of coined this as, using this product allows your hair to be, it's wetter than water, if you will, is what we've been saying. And that is that we have certain surfactants, which are wetting agents, not cleansing agents. There's no cleansing agents in this, but surfactants that help to break down the molecules of water. Product easier to spread, so you get more moisture across your hair with less. And the consequence of that is, because it's smaller molecules, your hair dries much quicker. We have found, we've done studies where this product has decreased people's detangling time up to 70%.
Wow. That's good.
I can't use the term detangle when I use it. I'm just applying it because it literally glides through. It literally glides through. And then for people who have even tighter coils, like 4C, still, it glides through the hair to help detangle. But then too, one of the things I love about the product, and why I call it a life changer, is because I'm those people where I take 6 hours for my hair to dry. I apply this first. I'm not joking. It dries maybe within 2 hours.
Oh, wow.
Right. So that means I can actually do my hair before I go to bed and not have a wet, matted, hair. So this has truly been a life changer. I mean, honestly, for those who have kids who struggle with tangles, you have to get this. And so for this past week, it's been performing really well by way of sales. So definitely one of the products that we would consider a staple when it comes to caring for your hair.
Okay. No, that is amazing. And I don't know if everybody caught this, but you said it a couple of times now. And I remember you saying that it took you 2 years to get that one right.
Yep.
I remember in a conversation that we were having about high definition, it took you over a year to get that right. And I think one of the things that I appreciate about you and your company is that y'all are committed to making sure that you don't just put a product on the market, but that you put a good and effective product on the market, one that actually works,
Absolutely.
one that is going to yield results, and one that will partner with you on your journey to making caring for your hair easier. And so I absolutely appreciate that.
Some of our copy, Crystal.
Sign me up, because I can say these things though, guys, because I've used it, because I love it, and I think that is what gives people confidence when they come into the store. I'm not just telling you, oh, use this, try this, do that. No, I have actually used all of these things on my hair. I have given them to people that I love. I have made sound recommendations because I built an understanding, one, of my hair, but then also of the products that I put into the store. I took the time that she took to develop it, then I want to appreciate it that much and take that much time to actually being able to understand it and to use it appropriately. And so I think when we talk about brands that are committed to quality, just because they put a big price tag on it and a pretty label does not mean that they are committed to quality. But when they actually take the time to ensure that they are not just creating something because it's trendy or because everybody is doing it, which tends to happen when they see people doing all of these things to their hair, then the brand's like, okay, then we need to create a product that does that. I think she and the brand Tre Luxe actually take the time and intention to create something that is going to help you on this journey of making natural hair care easier, something that can partner with you, because we know that products aren't responsible for doing all of the heavy lifting, but we do need them in order to get to a place where we can actually appreciate this natural journey and where we don't have to manipulate the hair all the time. But that is something that I absolutely appreciate about the brand. And I just wanted to highlight it for people that may not have picked up on that. She also said that it was not white label, so nobody made it for her, but she actually took the time and intention to create a thing that solved a problem for many of us on our natural hair journeys. And I can appreciate that about you. And I see Curly Cass is saying so true. Quality products that have clearly been well thought out, and they really, really, really are. And as a pharmacist and a researcher and a nerd at heart, I can 100% appreciate that, because I think part of the issue when it comes to hair care is that we buy products based off of claims, not knowing or understanding that sometimes those claims come at a cost, or sometimes those claims don't apply to us at all.
Right.
Yeah.
We don't.
So, right.
So funny, Sonia, you're hilarious. I promise I wasn't going to buy anything. Listen, when he sees the results, he'll be like, okay.
He'll be like, yeah, go get some more of that.
I see Honest Liz joined. Hello, Liz. She's another amazing, well-educated influencer that we've worked with for some time. And she's, again, Crystal, she reminds me of you from the standpoint of really knowing what goes in your body, in your hair, you know, or in your hair. So
and I think as a pharmacist, that was something that was just very important to me, because I spent the majority of my career being mindful about what goes into people's bodies and how that affects the way their bodies react. Why wouldn't I be that mindful about what is actually going into my body and how it affects my actual hair? So I think that was something that was very, very, very important to me, and part of the reason why I created this business, because I think a lot of times, again, we are going for an aesthetic and not really taking into consideration the cost of some of the products that we choose, and not even the financial cost, but the physical cost, and even sometimes the mental cost that some of these things are causing. And so I wanted to create an environment where people could walk in or visit us online and they could be exposed to quality. I don't think people always have access to quality products, and sometimes you're stuck with what is there, which in some cases may not be any fault of anybody else's. But I wanted to create a space, a safe space, where I'm not trying to sell you on anything. I'm just trying to empower you and equip you with quality products, quality information, and quality support. And so I appreciate you making my job easier, because you definitely created a quality product. And it wasn't hard. It wasn't hard for me to be able to tell people that this was amazing, because it actually is. And so Teacher Linsea says, when should she use the primer? Before wash and condition or after?
Oh, great point. Multi-purpose. So if you struggle with knots and if you have a, like if you struggle to detangle, you can actually use this product as a pre-poo if you wanted to, for those who have like issues detangling. With the pre-poo, again, you can use this without water. I only do that. I only did it to see if it worked, but then I had other curlies with my hair type and stronger do it. I mean, not stronger, but
Tighter.
like tighter. Thank you.
Yeah.
So it can, but you get the most when your hair is actually wet. So you can use it as a pre-poo, but then I was saying that, before you apply the conditioner, a little, you guys, I promise, a little goes a long way, especially since we have surfactants that break the product. You don't need a lot. So, I mean, for my entire head of hair, I don't have a lot of, my hair is more volume than it is thickness, you know. I use this much for my.
Okay. Okay.
So, and one of the things when you talk about products and like, investing in the right products is truly investing in yourself, investing in the best.
Yes.
So on average, we find that when it comes to styling products or our conditioning products, people take about a month and a half to 2 months to go through it, like before they reorder.
Oh, that's good.
Longevity out of the product, even though it's a little bit more, it gives you more. So I want to clear that. But yes, and for me, as a refresher, when I just need moisture, like I don't care about my definition, but I just need moisture, this is absolutely great. So usually probably the 4th day, I put a little bit of this and I just go. It's just so nice. I mean,
that is really good. So to my curl friends that may be wearing protective styles, before you wash that hair, you can put this primer in there.
Great.
To my curl friends that are having a wash and go summer, you can shampoo, condition, primer, and product.
Right.
To go about your business. And then for all of the curl friends, once your hair has been styled, and if you feel like, hey, I need to refresh a little bit, then let me throw this product on.
Yeah.
And a little goes a long way, which I absolutely appreciate and love. I don't know if people actually understand the value of concentrated products, because it essentially pays for itself. You don't have to use as much when it is quality and when it is concentrated. And so then a little can really go a long way, and you do get the bang for your buck. And so we have another question. And so and I think you might have answered this one, but Sanjay did ask, can the aloe primer be used with the foaming mousse?
Oh, yeah. So literally, this is my go-to routine. Literally, this is all I use, my go-to routine. Now that we have this, and that's another thing. Like I said, the primer is intended to make the styling products work better. Because of that, like, you can use less styling products. But I feel like we're working ourselves out of a business if we can.
No, you're not. Because we love it. That people would. Even if you tell us we can use less, we would still buy more. Yeah. So, because the product is truly, 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 truly amazing. Yeah. And so I appreciate you for creating these products. I appreciate you for taking the time to join us today and tell us more about these products. Tell us more about your brand for Curlfriends that may not have had the opportunity to be introduced to you, and then to tell us more about your passion behind why you created these things, and for actually, if there are Curlfriends on here that I've never met, for bringing them on. So welcome, Curlfriends. It has definitely been a pleasure sharing with you today. I hope you have enjoyed this as much as we have. I think it's always an amazing time. I feel like the first time we had a phone conversation, we were on there for like over an hour, but it was just such a good conversation. It is always a good time, and I feel like time goes by entirely too fast whenever we are together. And so there's another question. Do you use the leave-in conditioner with the primer?
Yes.
So the untie the knot.
Great.
You can use that with the primer as well.
So here's the thing. The aloe primer has a lot of moisturizing agents. It doesn't have a conditioning agent.
Okay.
still want to use like a pump of our leave-in conditioner.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it, you know, so, and again, because you use this first, it should help spread the leave-in conditioner to where you get more coverage with less products. But that's a great question. Yes, that's a great question.
I'm getting super excited. I cannot wait for wash day. And I'm gonna have to wait till the primer gets there. I have to do wash day all over again. But like, I am super, super, super excited because
Offer to your, well, let me say, Crystal, again, I just feel like you're such a blessing. I love that.
thank you.
Such a platform for people to grow and to learn, and not in a haphazard. You two have been so intentional about everything, and to me, that's just so needed in our curly hair community. Like, we need the foundation, we need the grounding, and you've done such an excellent job at that. So I am rooting for you 500. Again, whatever you need from me, you got me, because you know, you use things wisely, and I love that. Also, for those who haven't used our products before, if you want, if there's I'm so willing with you to give like a little discount if you want to do something like that.
Oh, sure.
So,
okay, girlfriend.
Discount, we can do that.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I'm excited because you still doing online, right?
I sell online, and I also have it in the store. And when you were talking about slip, one of the things, and like detangling the hair, one of the things that I've had several curl friends tell me, and actually parents with smaller children, that they love the Curl Renew and Restore because it too has a nice amount of slip. And I had a curl friend tell me, she was like, I didn't even need the conditioner to detangle my hair. I was able to actually detangle while I was using the shampoo, which is A+ when it comes to being able to get through the detangling process on your wash day without it taking you forever, or without you having a significant amount of shedding or breakage. Because a lot of times it might not be shedding, it might be the way we're manipulating tools or the way we're going through our hair, especially if we get frustrated. So curl friends, if you're looking for A+ shampoo, even before the primer was there, I hands down would always say Curl Renew and Restore. But now with this life-changing primer out here, y'all not gonna know what to do. I'm not gonna know what to do. I'm already excited. I am already excited. So I am definitely looking forward to my next wash day, because I'm gonna do it all. I'm gonna do the foam and the high definition, because I already have that here. And then when I get my hands on that primer, I'm gonna do all three, and I'm gonna show y'all what I'm working with, because it is definitely humid here in Florida, and it's definitely hot. So if it's gonna make them curls last and I don't have to touch them, I'm all for it. I am all for it. So I am definitely looking forward to that. And curl friends, stay tuned, because me and Courtney are going to be working on a coupon code for Bold Culture Beauty. When you order at boldsculture.com, you will be able to get a discount. Now, you can order now if you want to. Go ahead. Don't worry, because I'm restocking as well. But there will be a coupon code coming up as well. So stay tuned for that. You could always join our email list. There's a link in my bio to stay informed. And curl friends, we actually have a super exciting event coming up on July 15th here at Bold Culture Beauty, where we are actually doing a giveaway. I'm so excited. I read the email before I got on. Courtney is sending us 9 products. 9 products for a giveaway. Listen, she's going Oprah on us, right? Everybody gets something, right? But if you don't even have to be present to win, I am going to create a link where you can hop in on this raffle and you can get a chance to win 9 amazing products from Tre Luxe that you will be able to enjoy. Compliments of Tre Luxe, because they are such an awesome, awesome brand. And then for curl friends that may be in the Orlando area, or you just want to pop up and see what Bold Culture Beauty is all about, we are actually having an event on July 15th here in the store. We are in Orlando, Florida, for curl friends that may not know, but we are doing styling demos. We're going to have a makeup artist doing demos. We're going to have an esthetician here doing demos. We're going to have some food, some music, some fun. Our braider will be here as well. So it's going to be an amazing amazing, amazing, amazing event. And unless you booked a service during that time, the event is free. Food, fun, education.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, we just want you to pull up and have a good time, and then definitely hop in this raffle for your opportunity to win 9,
Yeah.
y'all. Not 1, not 2, not 3,
Get
9 products. Everything they have. Everything they have. Everything. I might enter the raffle. I might enter the raffle because I think this is going to be truly, truly, truly amazing. And so I do want to say thank you. And literally, like the last time I had an event, I asked her to send me samples, y'all. She sent me full-size bottles. I gave away full-size bottles of Untied a Knot to every girlfriend that showed up and celebrated. I think it was the grand opening for my store. Everybody that showed up and celebrated the grand opening for my store. And so I'm just super excited. I am waiting, itching for an opportunity for us to be able to actually be in the same space.
Got a plan.
Yes, for us to be in the same space. I'm definitely looking forward to that, but I cannot say thank you enough. I appreciate 100% your support. I appreciate your willingness to hop on live with me. I appreciate you sharing all of this information about your brand, your products, your new products. And I appreciate you donating products for our giveaway for our upcoming event. It is always, always, always a pleasure to see you. It is always, always, always a pleasure to have you on. And Sanjay, okay, Sarah, thank you very much. To any other girlfriends that may wear that pink and green, listen, y'all have a special place in my heart. You have a special place in my heart as well. I thank you, Courtney. This has really been amazing and has been so much fun. So I'm looking forward to doing this again. And I can remember the first time I ever went live was when I went live with Tre Luxe. That was my first introduction. Okay. It was a while ago. Yeah, so it was a while ago. That was the first time I had ever gone live. And so I appreciate, almost like we've come full circle, and I'm looking forward to doing more things again. So girlfriends, if you don't have any more questions, I could talk to Courtney all day long, but I'm not going to, I am not going to hold her up. And so if you do not have any more questions, it has definitely been a pleasure. I'm literally going to email you as soon as we get offline. As soon as we get offline. And then girlfriends, until next time, go boldly. It has definitely been a pleasure. Oh, wait, I didn't give you an opportunity. What if you have anything else that you would like to share with our girlfriends? Definitely.
I don't have anything. You are an excellent teacher in the right spot. So I really don't. I appreciate it again. I thank you guys for joining. And I love that you create a community of education where there's listeners, learners, and leaders. And we're great to be able to give information that they can lead with. So excited to be a part of this curl community with everyone.
I appreciate that. And thank you again. And then girlfriends, until next time, go
Bye-bye.
Bye.